Welcome back, I'm Ryan from Blue Woody Gaming, and in this video we are covering the Doll and Pontiff skiff in Dark Souls 3. Now, just to start off, just showing you a few of the failures and pretty much the setup for the jump. What you need is the spell Tears of Denial. That will allow you to do what you're seeing here. Pretty much nothing else is required for it, just the miracle Tears of Denial, which you get from Arena of Kareem, giving her the tome that you find in the area before Halfway Fortress. So that's what you do. Now on to the actual glitch. What you're aiming for is a tree that's down below this ledge, and you're seeing where I jumped to and what I jumped from. This is where I found to be the most consistent. Then once you land on the tree, you want to quit out of the game and then go back in, and you will have this fixed camera. Well, the camera will be back to normal from the way that it was before, and then you just want to cast Tears of Denial. You don't need Tears of Denial to land on the tree, but you do need it for this next part. And for this, my little method is to aim for the dark spot on the rocks. That's kind of where I aim for, and this will take a while. It took me about an hour and a half to try to get this, but the reason why you would want to do this glitch is so that you can leave the forest open for invasions, because that's pretty much the low-level hotspot for this. So when you're down here, that's what the glitch looked like correctly. Your character will go invisible, but you'll still see the Tears of Denial. You can still be hit in this mode, so just be forewarned, you can still be hit, which is why I actually heal, because if you get hit, then you will lose your Tears of Denial little orb, and then you won't know where you're going. So if you were not to fix the camera, half of this stuff would not be loaded in. So that's another reason to quit out of the game when you're on the tree. If you do it at any point now, it will load your character back in as normal here without being able to do the glitch. And so you can quit out here if you don't want to skip Pontiff. If you just want to skip past the doll gate, you can just quit out here and go up to the Church of Yorshka bonfire. But running up here gets you past the Pontiff. Now, something to note for this part is the y-axis of your character, which is how high or low in the world your character is. That value cannot go down, which is why we're floating in air. You can only increase it by touching something in the world, which is why we are going up to these very specific places. As you can see, go to that specific spot on the wall, or else you will be too high, which matters here in a minute because we're going to be going on a specific door. Also, walk around the items that I walk to, because if you try to make this more of a straight shot to where I end up going, there's a chance that your camera will completely freak out and you won't be able to see where you're going. So yeah, that's a pretty big error that can happen. And also a reason why I'm doing this is because I'm making a level 50 character that requires this glitch, because he needs the Blades of the Darkmoon Covenant item. So that's why I'm personally doing this, but you can do this for any number of reasons. Here, remember, you can actually get hit, and because I only have 10 Vit, or Vigor, actually, I have to worry about getting hit a lot. You still aggro everybody, and just like this, still I'm trying to increase my y-axis. Now you can quit out anywhere here to get past Pontiff. You will spawn in here, but I pretty much just go all the way and get up to the Honor Londo bonfire, which is what I'm showing off here. If you don't really, if you would go through this area in the normal sense, actually, then you can just quit out somewhere along here. But everything that I'm doing right now, this is actually the most dangerous part of getting to the Honor Londo bonfire, because they still shoot at you. Going this way that I go is about the safest thing that I have found, and as you can see, my Tears of Denial did actually go away there. I just stop here for a minute. I have some more Ashen Estus so that I can get my Tears of Denial back. And then from here is the longest run and kind of the scariest part. Actually, not that spot. Here we go over to the side so that I only get shot at from one direction. You normally wouldn't need to go here. I just did it to be safe and not die somewhere along this, because if you die during any part of this, you have to completely start over. So from here, to gain the last little bit of height that we need to get up on the spiral staircase, you have to run back over here to the roof of the Pontiff bonfire. Well, not bonfire, boss room. So up here at the top of the Pontiff boss room, there's no real like best way to get up here. This was actually the first time that I've gotten this far in the glitch. I kind of just looked for things and went up as high as I possibly could, which was actually a little bit higher than I needed, but it doesn't matter. You just have to be able to walk above the railing on the side of the spiral staircase. After this next part, where I get up just a little bit extra height, that's pretty much all that you need, but I do go up a little bit higher just to be safe, so that I don't have to make the trip all the way back over here from the staircase and then all the way back to the staircase. So there we go. That's about as high as you need. I try just other places because, as I said, this is the first time that I had been here. So I was just trying to figure out what was solid and what wasn't. As you can see, all of that was not solid. The part that I jumped off of that I just got to actually was the highest point of the Pontiff boss room. And one thing to note is you might just be thinking, oh hey, I'll just jump to gain some extra height. Jumping doesn't actually change your y-axis. So yeah, you can't go up that way. So here we go. We made it over the railing. We're just going up the spiral staircase. And all you have to do now is touch the bonfire and then quit out. You can quit out without touching the bonfire, but I touch it just to be safe. I don't know what sitting down at it does, but I believe that that does something as well. And also, if you want to, because you can still just run around and go through anything, you can actually run up to the bottom of the Aldrich boss room. But that's going to be it for this video. Remember, I'm Ryden from Blue Water Gaming, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.